I'm going to ask how your vacation was. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Stitchin Post. I'm Nancy, and I'm here with Val today. And first off, because Val is going to tell me, how was your vacation last week?
It was really good.
I saw pictures of her and the kids online. Looks like they had a blast. Much needed vacation, I think. Although school's back in session this week, which is good for everybody. So what's up for today? I want to tell you about Remix Light, which we have had, and we have added new colors. So Val is going to swing up here. Look at all these new colors we have. It is a beautiful yarn. Remix Light sells for $13.25. It has 432 yards. It is a DK weight, US 5, 22 stitches, 4 inches. It is from France. It's Berroco. It is 30% nylon, 27% cotton, 24% acrylic, 10% silk, and 9% linen. It is a recycled, 100% recycled yarn. So very exciting, and for all you non-wool people, this is it. I love it. The book that accompanies this is Remix Light. Is that shawl not beautiful? And of course I forgot to bring over the sample of the tank that we have here. So doesn't take a lot of yardage, great price point, my favorite sweater. Here we go. Hard to see the pattern, but gosh, I love this. Just really, really nice. So what did we add new for the spring? We added Remix Worsted Weight. Now, not all the colors are in. Some are already on back order due to deliveries. So we have about 3 more colors coming. Val's going to show you this front line.
Oh, and it looks like you have a toy.
We also have a new book coming in on it that is Remix Family. Very exciting. And I want to talk to you before I continue. Same contents. It has 216 yards and is 17 stitches on a US 8. I actually like it on a US 7 because I'm such a loose knitter. And thank you, Val. She has brought over my friend here. This is Remix Light in that tank. But look at the tweed. Look how pretty. And it still shows stitch definition. So it is a great spring, summer yarn, even into fall. And if you're like me, it's year-round because I only wear cotton now. But what I want to talk about, first, the books that go with Remix. Books that we have that I recommend. This Portfolio 4 book is all sweaters. I know it's for ultra wool, which is a worsted weight, superwash wool, but it would be beautiful in Remix. Same gauge, everything's the same. And like I said, this is just one of my favorite books. You're still going to get nice stitch definition with this, and you'll have fun with the patterns. The other book I really like is Volume 1. It has some shawls in it, some neat techniques, so I think you'll enjoy that. And like I said, I have new books coming, the Remix Family. And this is what I want to show you what's coming up. So part of getting ready for spring, this is in the Remix Family book, and this is called Auden, A-U-D-E-N. It is a lace sweater, and I'm going to hold this up really close to try to get. It does not close in the front nor have buttons. on it, but we are going to do this as a Zoom class. And Diane and I are working this out. We're very excited to offer it. I will talk about some of the techniques through Facebook. So I'm hoping all of you that do Facebook will join me on Zoom, where we are going to use the worsted weight coming in. This is my choice. I will have it started. This is going to be in May, so you have time to think about it, to look up the pattern. It is not a hard lace pattern. It's actually quite easy, so I don't want you to get scared. I'm going to be here to help. This will be starting in May. We're just working the details out now. The other thing I want to announce for all of you on Facebook is I'm going to have a knit along. I mean, just a knit day. And I'm going to be in the back on Zoom. Again, it'll probably be late April, possibly in May. We might do more than one. And you'll be on Zoom. It'll be 2 hours. It's $20 to join. And the idea is that you're just going to sit and knit anything you want with me and ask any questions. It's kind of like getting together but social distancing. I know a lot of us want to be in the same room. I've had questions, when are we going to knit in public again or knit here at the store? But with COVID and what's going on, it's just not going to happen right away. So Val and I thought this would be a way to bring you and I together, a little bit different than Facebook, so we can all interact. So I hope you'll join me on that. Now, I have a really special surprise, and I'm kind of rambling today, and I'm sorry. It's kind of a catch-up day. I didn't want to go over a technique today because next week I have something very exciting. And what's coming in today, and we might even do a little video today if it comes in time, opening the box, because I am just so excited about this yarn. I mean, I get excited about a lot of stuff, especially like remix, but this is a company, it is Ito, and it is a Japanese yarn company, and it is to accompany, not take over, our Shibui line, which we have new colors coming in, I believe May 1st. So what is Ito? We have 3 different yarns. I don't have a sample of the Ito. Shimu, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, and this is a wool silk combination, and you'll be able to read online because the wool is done a little bit differently because it's carded and the silk is carded with it, and it's a woolen spun, I believe. So it's also got a special spin to it. It's beautiful. It is a lace weight yarn, and we have a number of colors coming in. I believe there's 8 or 9 colors coming. What's really fun is it's on a cone. The Sensei. Now, this is just like Silk Cloud, except when you undo it, it comes in its own little ball already. We don't have to wind it into its little ball. So, and I have taken 11 colors coming in that do not overlap with Shibui, but complement Shibui. It is also 60% mohair, 40% silk, 262 yards. It is beautiful. This is probably going to be, I believe this is Orient Blue, which will be Val's favorite because it's that deep indigo. This is Pale Blush, and this is Ballard. Now, why am I so excited about this? So here is the sample. And just to show you what this looks like.
Oh, can you take it out of the sleeve?
Oh, yes, I forgot. Silly me. So why am I excited about this? One, what does this remind you of? A quilt. So we do quilt blocks here, and it is a lot of quilting in here, but now I can integrate the knitting and the quilting to kind of together. So I'm excited about that. This is a technique, it's Intarsia, and we're going to use bobbins. But it's actually very easy, and I'm going to set this up so Val can come. Let me clean my space here.
I gotta move the lady.
And she's going to have to move the lady away. And I'm sorry, I had this all laid out nice with my bobbins so you could see how easy it is working with bobbins, and now I just made it a mess. So my fault, I'm sorry. But bobbins are really easy. This is just knit and purl, and you are carrying these colors through. These bobbins will be in stock there, or if you have them, or little cards, whatever you would like. The only thing I say is I weave in my ends as I go.
Is this the front?
It is kind of goes both ways.
Okay.
And which is the beauty of it, because every block is different, knit to purls, and you're carrying, the idea is it can go, there is no right or wrong. But if I have to tell you, this is the right side because of how we slip the edges. And I have it marked so I know where I am. And this is the Cocoa Knits, and I will move this up. These are also my Cocoa Knits markers. I do like markers. I left them in right now, but once I have the pattern set, I'm actually going to take the markers out because you don't really need them. Carrying these little bobbins have been really easy to do. Of course, not that right this minute because I got it all. I know Val got it all. And it's really easy to keep it nice on your lap. These just kind of hang down. I wind a little bit because each one does not take a lot to do this little Intarsia, so you don't need to wind all of this at once. I don't need it. It also will go over spit and splice. You don't need to spit and splice. I mean, you can spit and splice this because it is 60% mohair, which will splice. So next week we're going to talk about how to knit with bobbins, how to start with bobbins, and how to weave that in. And I'm going to go over the technique of it and how exciting it is and why I like my Chow-Gu needles again for it. So this is not a hard pattern to do. It's just you have to pay attention, just like we're going to pay attention in the lace on it. But this, just to let you know, this is only like 2 days worth of knitting. So that's why, no, I'm slow. Everybody seems to feel I'm a fast knitter. I'm not. I'm actually quite slow. But it's not really wide. You know, it's going to block wider than it is, but it's not like a lot of stitches. What it is really long, because it's 75 inches in length. Now, I probably won't do all 75 inches because it is a store sample, and I want to get onto the lace sweater. And you don't have to either. And the beauty of this is you can go look on Ravelry. This is called Hokei, H-O-K-E-I. We will have Ito patterns. And we have one other yarn I'm going to leave as a surprise, which is another silk yarn coming in that I believe is also on a cone. And what I'm trying to work towards here with you all is to get you to mix and play with yarn. So we are going to use a worsted weight yarn for the lace sweater that I've talked about, but you could take this and make it a winter sweater by adding silk cloud to it. and change it up. You still will see the lace on it. You can also mix 3 fibers together and get a worsted weight. The other thing I'm going to talk about with this when we do it is you could use Remix Light if you're petite. We can't do this if you're my size because I'd be a large or an extra large, probably extra large. But you could make an extra large based on your gauge and come out with a size small sweater, which I have a customer who just came in yesterday who's going to do it that way because she doesn't want the worsted weight, she wants the light because she already owns it. So there's lots of possibilities, but what I'm trying to teach you all is how to mix fibers and move around the store. So next week we're going to show all the Ito yarns, but we're also going to show how they go together and go together with existing, like Dando. We have the linen. How would you add the linen to Sensei to make a different weight and to encourage? So I really encourage playing. Just because this says use ultra wool, you don't need to. We can make other weights make worsted weight, and you can use Remix because it's worsted. So the idea is have fun. Don't, just because you see it in pink, it doesn't have to be pink. You can do bright orange if you want. So that's my little lecture today. I missed you all last week. We're also going to change that up because sometimes Val has sick children. Her kids are kind of young. So we are also going to set up my computer, my iPad, so I can do Facebook and kind of do it without her here. And I'll walk around the store on those days so that we keep some continuity. And that'll be new starting later this month and next month, so that things, as we progress and life interferes, we can keep going. So I hope you all have a great week. Stay well. Get vaccinated, please. And I hope to see you all soon. Bye.